नमस्कार विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, मी विशाल कोरे, ट्रेनिंग अँड प्लेसमेंट ऑफिसर, विद्या प्रतिष्ठान बारामती. आज परत एकदा आलोय तुम्हा सर्वांच्या भेटीला. आज आपल्या बरोबर आपला एक गेस्ट पण आहे. त्या गेस्टचं नाव आहे शिवतेज मांडवे. तो आपल्या इंजिनिअरिंग विद्या प्रतिष्ठान कमलनयन बजाज इन्स्टिट्यूट ऑफ इंजिनिअरिंग अँड टेक्नॉलॉजी 2018 बॅचचा पासआउट ॲल्युमिनी आहे. त्याला आज या सेशनला बोलवण्याचं विशेष कारण म्हणजे नुकतंच त्यानं IIM रायपूर या नामांकित संस्थेमधून MBA मार्केटिंग अँड ऑपरेशन स्पेशलायझेशन मधून कंप्लीट केलेलं आहे. त्याच्याकडून आज आपल्याला MBA बद्दल डिटेल माहिती घ्यायची आहे आणि आजचा हा व्हिडिओ आपल्या सर्व विद्यार्थी मित्रांपर्यंत, त्यांच्या पालकांपर्यंत पोहोचवायचा आहे. MBA हे क्षेत्र नेमकं काय आहे, MBA का करावं, MBA केल्यानंतर नक्की आपल्याला काय फायदा होतो, या सगळ्या गोष्टींची माहिती आज आपण शिवतेजकडून घेणार आहे. तसंच आपल्या मनात एक नेहमी प्रश्न असतो की एखादं शिक्षण घेतल्यानंतर आपल्याला कोणत्या प्रकारचे जॉब लागतात, पॅकेज किती मिळतं. तर ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टींबद्दल आज आपण विस्तृत प्रकारे चर्चा शिवतेजशी करूया. जास्त वेळ न घेता मी शिवतेजला पुढचं सेशन कंटिन्यू करण्याची विनंती करेन. ओव्हर टू यू शिवतेज.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for such a kind and warm welcome. So, a very good afternoon to everyone. As sir has introduced, my name is Shivtej Mandve. I am a 2018 mechanical engineering pass out from Vidya Pratishthan's Kamalnayan Bajaj Institute of Engineering and Technology, Baramati. Post that, I have worked for 2 years in Pune. And after that, I joined IIM Raipur to pursue my MBA in Marketing and Operations. I have recently graduated from IIM Raipur, and currently I have joined IBM at the Bangalore office, and I'm working there as a functional consultant. So without taking much of our time, I would like to begin with our presentation. Sir, can you please provide me the host sharing rights?
Yes.
Thank you.
Now you are host. You can share your screen.
Sure. So I hope my screen is visible to all.
Yes, Shivtej, your screen is visible.
Okay. So I'm just putting it in slideshow mode. Okay. So we are ready to go. So as sir has introduced to you, the topic for today's discussion would be the career opportunities in management. That is, today I'll be giving a brief overview about what are the opportunities that one gets if they opt for MBA after their graduation. So the graduation means whatever you do, not just the engineering. You may be doing any graduation and then you can apply for the MBA program. So let's begin with our presentation. So now let us understand what MBA actually is. So for most of you who don't know what MBA is, MBA is Masters of Business Administration. It's a master's program that is a postgraduate program which involves theoretical, conceptual, and practical training in various aspects of businesses like economics, operations, marketing, corporate finance, and so on. So just to put it into simple words, we can say that MBA is a postgraduate degree which helps you understand the various aspects of business. Now, let us also understand the various MBA programs that are available in India. So the first one is the 2-year MBA program, which is the flagship program and the most sought after MBA program in the Indian B schools. So next, we also have 1-year MBA program that is known as the executive MBA program, which is mostly for the working professionals. That is, if you have around 3 years or 4 years of work experience, or there are some criteria for that, you may opt for this executive program. So the top colleges under this are ISB Hyderabad, Great Lakes Chennai, which offer this executive 1-year program. Now, there is also often a confusion. Many people ask me that whenever they go to do an MBA, there are 2 degrees that are offered. The first one being the postgraduate diploma, that is the PGDM, and the second one being the master's degree, that is MBA or MMS. So what is the difference between these two degrees? Master's degree or MBA or MMS is offered by all the colleges that are affiliated to the university. For example, the colleges that are affiliated to Pune University will provide you an MBA degree, while the standalone colleges which are directly affiliated to AICTE will provide you the PGDM degrees. For example, various colleges that are standalone provide you a postgraduate diploma. Both the degrees are quite same and there is no much difference in them. And hence you can go for any one of these degrees and they will provide you with the master's education in management. Notably, most of the IIMs, that is the Indian Institute of Management, which are the premier institutions in our country for providing management educations, offer an MBA program, MBA degree to all the students. So now let us move to the next slide. Let us discuss the various specializations or job profiles that one can expect after that they do an MBA. So we always have a question, that is, if we do an MBA, what are the roles or profiles that one can get? So like any other course, MBA also has various specializations. For example, I have noted down here some of the important ones. Firstly, we have sales and marketing. Next, we have finance for finance enthusiasts, then operations, then HR, that is human resource, and then consulting. So talking about sales and marketing, if you do a major in sales and marketing, you can land up in positions such as area sales manager, brand manager of a firm, and much more. If you are a finance enthusiast, you can go into investment banking. You can also go into portfolio management and many others. If you are a person having interest in working in production department or production related firm, you can become a plant manager, where you are responsible for managing all the operations related to the manufacturing of product, and also become a chief operating officer. If you plan on to enter into the human resource department of the firm, you can become the recruitment head, where you can provide employment opportunities and hire people. Also, you can become the HR of a firm. That is, you are responsible for maintaining all the employees and solving their grievances, if any. Finally, if you opt for consulting, you are provided with real world opportunities to solve the problems that actually exist in the today's world. Maybe the government problems, the problems that we face in the society, or the problems that are related to business. And you also get the opportunity to work in top consulting firms like McKinsey, Boston Consulting Group, and Bain and Company. So now, having discussed this, the most important question that you all must be having is, why should one pursue MBA? What are the tangible and non-tangible benefits that one can get by doing an MBA? So here I have listed down some of the important ones. First, MBA provides you with better job prospects. Most of the jobs available in the market do ask for an MBA degree. MBAs, having an MBA degree will help you land a better paying job in the market today. Also, MBA provides you greater career growth. When you pursue an MBA, you get a job at the middle level of the management, that is assistant manager or managerial position, which helps you to exponentially climb the corporate ladder. The most important factor why people go for MBA is the higher compensation or the higher CTC or package that we often refer to as. MBA provides you with great opportunities and great jobs that pay much more than what is offered to the regular employees. Finally, if you are someone who is looking for an entrepreneurship opportunity, or you are someone who feels that he should run his own business or set up a business in future, MBA is something that you should consider, because MBA provides you all the knowledge necessary to run a business, set up a business. And hence, if you are someone looking for it, MBA should be something that you should consider. Also, in MBA, it's usually said that your net worth is your net worth. That is, the network you have defines how much worth you are in the corporate world today. And hence, MBA provides you with a very good corporate network opportunity, as most of the people in the senior management roles in the various firms are MBA graduates. Finally, MBA provides you with the good job security as you land up in the in the middle level management jobs, mostly after an MBA. You get a bit better job security than the low level employees. And the other thing that is, if you plan to do an MBA from the premier institutes like IIMs, or the IIM brand is something that will be with you for the lifetime. Now, as most of you might be thinking, as I have said before as well, higher compensation is something that people consider mostly while doing an MBA. And so I have tried to include here some of the key highlights of the placements that were recorded in IIM Raipur this year. So here are the key highlights that are here. So first of all, we can see the total number of students were around 252. About 113 companies participated in the placement process, and all the 252 people got placed here. The number of offers made in the campus were 275, and around 45 new companies visited the college this year. The highest CTC, or the package that was offered to the student at IIM Raipur, was around 42 lakhs, and the average CTC of top 25% of the batch was around 24 lakhs. And the class average, that is the average of all the 252 students, was around 18 lakhs. So I'm sure this provides you a glimpse of how the placements are when you do an MBA. Next, now, most of you might be thinking that I am an engineer and I have done an MBA. So MBA must be something that engineers do. Definitely. Engineers, MBA is something that engineers do. As you can see from the batch statistics that I have presented from IIM Raipur, around 73% of the batch is engineer. But this doesn't mean that only engineers can do MBA. MBA, here you can see that there are students from all the backgrounds, like around 14% of the students are from commerce or accounting background, 4% are from the management background, 6% are from science background, and 3% are from arts background. That is, students from all the backgrounds can do an MBA and can aspire to be in the top colleges of our country. Notably, the top colleges like IIMs provide extra marks to promote educational diversity. That is, they want students from all the educational backgrounds in their college. And hence, if you are a non-engineer, you get extra marks in the merit list. And hence, do not worry about that. People from all the backgrounds can aspire to do an MBA from the top colleges in our country. Next, talking about the work experience, as you can see here, around 38% of the batch is a fresher. That is, they have about 0 to 11 months of work experience. And mostly around 62% of the batch has a work experience before they did their MBA. That is, they did a job for more than 1 year before going for an MBA program. And hence, it is usually advised that you take some experience, that is, you do your graduation, get some experience in an organization, say for about around 2 years, and then you go for an MBA program, because that will help you to adjust properly with the batch. Also will help you to apply the practical knowledge that you have learned and relate it with the theoretical terms that you learn in your MBA. And most importantly, it helps you grab good packages or placements, as you have certain experience which companies require while giving you assistant manager or managerial positions. Now, talking as we discussed, as you can see here, the average work experience at IIM Raipur was 20 months, and the average age of the students was 24. Now, the other question arises is this profession male dominated, or females are also given equal opportunity? So as you can see here, around 59% of the batch is males, but 41% of the batch also has female students. In fact, all the top colleges in our country promote gender diversity, and hence provides extra marks to female students so that they can actively engage with their male counterparts in the colleges. So now let us discuss about the various entrance exams that are present in our country. So for management entrance exams, like other courses that you may have seen, like for pursuing a master's degree in engineering, you have a GATE exam. Similarly, there are various exams for pursuing masters in management. The cycle starts with ENMAT exam in the month of October every year and goes on till the Maharashtra CET exam in the month of August in the next year. So what is an NMAT exam? So NMAT exam is the Narsee Monjee Institute of Management Studies aptitude test, which happens every year in the month of October to December. That is, it is a 90-day, that is the exam is conducted thrice in the 90-day period, and you can give it for maximum 3 number of times, and the best score out of that is considered. Then you have the CAT exam, that is Common Admission Test, which is the most important exam of all the management entrance exams, because this scores are considered in all the colleges across the country and in premier colleges like IIMs and IITs as well. So this exam is conducted in November every year. Then we have the Symbiosis National Aptitude Test, that is the SNAP exam, which is conducted by Symbiosis Institutes. And this exam happens in the month of December and January every year. Then we have the Indian Institute of Foreign Trade, or IFT exam, which happens in December every year. And this exam is for the prestigious 2 colleges under IFT, that is in Delhi and Kolkata. Then we have the XAT exam, that is the Xavier Aptitude Test, which happens in January every year. And this exam is for the famous XLRI College located in Jamshedpur, Jharkhand, which is one of the oldest and the most famous business schools of our country. Then we have the CMAT exam, which is conducted by the National Testing Agency. It is a central government exam, Common Management Aptitude Test, popularly known as, which occurs in the, which is conducted in the month of April every year. So this exam is accepted by all the colleges across the country, except IITs, IIMs, and the premier colleges, and which can be used for admissions into all the local colleges as well. And finally, for the people of Maharashtra who are targeting the colleges that are based in our state, one can target the Maharashtra CET MBA MMS exam, which is known as Maharashtra Common Entrance Test, which occurs in August every year. So this exam is the gateway to all the top colleges in our state that is affiliated to the Pune University or to the Mumbai University as well. Now, let us deep dive into the most important management entrance exam, that is the CAT, and try to understand what CAT exam is, its structure, and other things. So firstly, CAT 2022 exam, that is the exam in this year, will be held in November. So if someone is planning to that, I suggest you that you start preparing for the exam from now itself. So the duration of the exam would be 2 hours, that is 120 minutes, and the exam would be conducted in 3 slots. That is, the exam would be in morning slot, then in the afternoon slot, and then in the evening slot. Here, the total number of questions are 66, and each question carries 3 marks, and hence the total score will be 198 marks. The exam consists of 3 sections. The first section is known as VARC, that is verbal ability and reading comprehension. Then we have the second section known as DILR, which is data interpretation and logical reasoning. And then finally, we have the QA section, which is known as quantitative aptitude. Each section is of 40 marks for 40 minutes, and all the sections arrive in a sequence. That is, first you have VRC section, then DILR section, and then QA section. And you cannot skip between the sections, and you have to follow the time limit strictly. Now, each section has a different number of questions. Like the VARC section has 24 questions, the DILR section has 20 questions, and the QA section has 22 questions. Here, the questions are multiple choice question as well as write-in answer. Like you have to tick among the 4 options, or you have to type in the answer. For the questions where you have to type in the answer, there is no negative marking. While for the questions where 4 options are available and you have to tick the answer, there is a -1 negative marking. So for each right question, you get 3 marks, and for each wrong question, you get -1 marks. I hope all the details about CAT exam are clear. Now, let us move to the another most important exam that we as the students of Maharashtra can target. That is the Maharashtra MBA MMS CET exam. So the mode of the exam is online. That is, it is a computer-based exam. The medium of the exam is English, and the exam consists of multiple choice questions. The duration of the exam is 150 minutes, that is 2.5 hours, and there is no sectional limit. That is, you can skip between all the sections, and there is no sectional timing as well. The number of sections are 4, that is logical reasoning, abstract reasoning, quantitative aptitude, and verbal ability and reading comprehension. So, and the total marks are 200, that is each question carries 1 mark. The total number of questions are 200, having 1 mark to each question, and so the total marks are 200. Now, let us understand the various sections that we have in this exam. So the first section, logical reasoning, has around 75 questions. Each question is for 1 mark, and hence the maximum marks are 75. Then the abstract reasoning section has 25 questions, and similarly for 25 marks. In logical reasoning, we have questions based on solving puzzles and others. In abstract reasoning, you have questions based on diagrams, mostly finding a mirror image, water image, or a next image in the sequence. In quantitative aptitude, you have 50 questions, wherein you have questions related to quants, that is algebra, geometry, arithmetics, and so on. And then finally, in verbal ability and reading comprehension, you have questions related to paragraphs, wherein you have a paragraph, you have to answer the questions below that. You also have to arrange the questions as per the logical flow. You have to spot the odd one out, and so on. Fill in the blanks, use proper grammar, and much more, and much other types of questions. So totally, we have 200 questions, and the exam is of 200 marks. Now, having discussed about the exams, the patterns that they have, let us also understand that if you are someone who wishes to pursue an MBA from premier institutes like IIMs, what are the evaluation criteria that they have? That is, just giving the exam is not enough. A lot of aspects are also considered before giving you final admission into these colleges. And hence, let us understand the evaluation criteria of my college, IIM Raipur, for selecting students into the MBA program. So firstly, you have to give the CAT exam. And once you give the CAT exam, there are different shortlisting criteria for the various sections. In the first table, you can see here that I have highlighted the cutoffs for the various categories. Like for the general category, you need to have a minimum 92 percentile total score. And most importantly, you have to clear all the sectional cutoffs. That is, in VRC, you need to have a minimum 70 percentile, same for the TLR, and same for the quantitative ability. So even if you are not able to clear any of these sections, and even if you score very high in total percentile, like suppose if you have a 96 total percentile, and in quantitative ability, you have only 60 percentile. Even after scoring so high total percentile, you will not get a call from IIM Raipur. Similarly, the cutoffs for the other sections, other categories are also mentioned, and you can have a look at them. Then the second table here shows the weightage that the different aspects have in making the final merit list. For example, the CAT score has a 35% weightage. And hence, the exam that you give, the exam that you prepare for so long time, only has 35% weightage. Then the 35% weightage is given to the personal appearance, that is the interview. That is, when you get an interview call, the interview that you give to the panelist carries equal weightage as the CAT exam, that is the 35% weightage. Then your academic profile, that is your class 12 marks and your graduation marks. Then the gender diversity, that is male and female. In order to provide the in order to enhance the female ratio, gender diversity, that is extra marks are provided to the girl students. Then about the academic diversity, in order to promote students of all the academic backgrounds, academic diversity, that is extra marks are allocated to non-engineering students. And then finally your work experience, that is if you have certain work experience, you get marks accordingly. Now let us understand the weightage for the 12th and the graduation marks here. So as you can see in this table, if you score less than 50%, you get 0 marks. If you score between 50% to 60%, you get 1 mark. 60% to 70%, you get 2 marks. 70% to 80%, 3 marks, and so on. Similarly, for graduation, that is whatever graduation you do in engineering, or suppose you have done BBA, the aggregate of all the years is considered. And if you have around 50 to 60%, you get 1 mark. You get 60 to 70%, you get 2 marks. 70 to 80% is 3 marks, and so on. So it is always advisable to score as high as possible in your 12th and graduation, so that you can get good marks in your academic profile. Finally, talking about the weightage of work experience. So as you can see in this table, if you are a fresher, that is you have just completed your graduation and you are applying for the college, you get 0 marks in the work experience criteria. If you have 7 to 12 months of work experience, you get 2 marks. If 13 to 18 months, 4 marks, and so on. As you can see in this table, the maximum marks are allocated if you have work experience of more than 2 years, but less than 3 years. So this is the ideal period where you should pursue your MBA. That is, after graduation, you should opt for a job, get an experience for about 2 years, simultaneously prepare for the exam and give the exam. And after 2 years, you can join a B school for your MBA program. So now let us understand some of the best colleges or the B schools that we popularly call them in our country. So as I mentioned before, the Indian Institute of Management, the IIMs, are the top colleges that students target for pursuing their MBA program. So the colleges include IIM Ahmedabad, IIM Bangalore, IIM Calcutta, IIM Lucknow, IIM Kozhikode, and IIM Indore. Also, the other IIMs that are growing are IIM Shillong, IIM Raipur, IIM Ranchi, IIM Trichy, and IIM Udaipur. Some of the new IIMs have also grown drastically over the years, and they are also the ones that students target, like IIM Kashipur, IIM Rohtak, and IIM Nagpur. Also, management education is also provided by many private B schools in our country, and some of them are very old and very famous. For example, we have FMS Delhi, that is the Fraternity of Management Studies by the Delhi University. Then we have XLRI Jamshedpur, that is Xavier Labor Research Institute. Then we have SP Jain in Mumbai, MDI in Gurgaon, then IFT and Delhi and Kolkata, then the Symbiosis College in Pune, then NMIMS College in Mumbai, the MICA College in Ahmedabad, and SMHRD College in Pune. So now let us also talk about the top B schools that one should target under the CET or CMAT. This is mostly for the students of Maharashtra if you wish to pursue your MBA in Maharashtra itself, under the colleges that are affiliated with universities. So here, the top college is JBIMS, that is Jamnalal Bajaj Institute of Management Studies, Mumbai. Then we also have SIMSRI. Then we have KJ Somaiya, Wellington, Mumbai, Dalmia, Mumbai, Pumba, Pune, which is among the top colleges in Pune. Then we have SIS Mumbai and COEP Pune. COEP, that is College of Engineering Pune, has also started its MBA program. Now, finally, the most important question is, I have understood what MBA is, what are the various exams that are conducted, the growth opportunities that I have, and now I wish to pursue an MBA. So the most important question arises is, how do I prepare for an MBA? How do I prepare for the MBA entrance exams? MBA entrance exams are one of the most competitive exams in our country. every year around 2.5 to 3 lakh students give CAT exam, and the seats in IIMs are around 4,000 to 5,000. And hence the exam becomes very competitive. And hence preparing smartly for the exams becomes very important. So if you are someone who wishes to do a classroom coaching, I would recommend you join some coaching institutes like IMS or Time. This is purely based on my experience, and I'm definitely not promoting any institute here. Next, if you are someone who is wishing to go for online coaching, that is, you don't want to leave your hometown, or these institutes are not present in your time, you can go for online coaching, and you can join the Unacademy or IMS for that. If you are someone who thinks that I will just prepare with the study material, you can take the study material of Time Institutes and prepare for the exam. Also, if you are someone who feels that I don't need any coaching, I will prepare myself for the exams, then you can go with the books from R.S. Agarwal for the quants and Arun Sharma for logic and English. This will help you to prepare well yourself for the exams without taking any coaching. Finally, mock tests are very important for cracking the management entrance exams like CAT and Maharashtra CET. And hence I recommend you take as many mock tests as possible, because they help you to prepare for the worst case scenarios and help you to improve your speed and focus during the exam. I recommend taking the mock tests of IMS for the CAT and CET King for the Maharashtra MBA and CET. And most importantly, you don't get anything for free. You have to put it a lot of hard work for that. And hence, to get into the dream colleges that you have for pursuing your MBA, a lot of practice is needed to crack the exam. And hence, I recommend you all to practice a lot, no matter from what background you are. The more you practice, the more the chances of you are getting into the college that you wish. Also, at last, I would like to tell you all that it is not necessary that you target only the top B schools of our country, like the IIMs. Everybody definitely can't get into an IIM, but it is more important for you to know the benefits that you get when you do an MBA. So no matter from what college you do an MBA, you do it from a local college or a college that you wish. If you go for an MBA, you will definitely have very good career opportunities and will definitely help you to climb the corporate ladder in an exponential way. So I hope I have provided some insights on why you should do an MBA, the opportunities that lie ahead with it, the exams that are available in our country for the MBA, and how you should prepare them. I hope that this session has been helpful to you all and has added some knowledge to you. Also, if you have any queries, you can reach out to me on my LinkedIn. Just type Shivtej Mandve on LinkedIn, and I'll be glad to connect with you and take on any of the queries that you have. So thank you, everyone. Over to you, Vishal sir.
Thank you, Shivtej. It was really a fascinating session. You almost explained everything which is required and essential to get admission in Reputed Institute for MBA course. You explain what is MBA, why there is need to do MBA after graduation. You shared the exam pattern, different institutes located in across India, their packages, and everything. I am very thankful to you. Despite of having busy schedule, you spared your valuable time to conduct this session. On behalf of Vidya Pratishthan's management and on behalf of Vidya Pratishthan, I would like to pay my sincere gratitude to you, and I hope that you will conduct many more sessions for our students. आणि जाता जाता परत एकदा तुला तुझ्या भावी आयुष्यासाठी खूप खूप शुभेच्छा. तुझं सहकार्य आणि गायडन्स आपल्या ज्युनियर विद्यार्थ्यांना सतत मिळो हीच अपेक्षा. आणि तू आज जे सेशन घेतलेलं आहेस, नक्कीच विद्या प्रतिष्ठान संस्थेमधील काही विद्यार्थी हा व्हिडिओ पाहिल्यानंतर मोटिवेट होतील. त्यांच्यासाठी तू रोल मॉडेल म्हणून ते तुला बघतील, तुला भविष्यात ते कॉन्टॅक्टही करतील. त्यांना तू मार्गदर्शन कर आणि तुझ्यासारखेच IIM सारख्या नामांकित कंपनी ऑर्गनायझेशन मध्ये ते ऍडमिशन घेतील आणि लाईफ मध्ये सक्सेसफुल होतील, हीच अपेक्षा व्यक्त करतो. आणि तू आलास, सेशन घेतलास, याबद्दल तुझं हार्दिक मनापासून तुझा मी हे करतो, धन्यवाद देतो, तुझं अभिनंदन करतो. तुझं प्लेसमेंट IBM मध्ये झालेलं आहे. तुझ्या भावी वाटचालीसाठी तुला शुभेच्छा देतो. थँक्यू शिवतेज. आणि
थँक्यू सर.
आजचं हा जो इनिशिएटिव्ह आहे की अल्युमिनीचे काही सेशन स्टार्ट करावेत, आणि हे सेशन सिरीज मधलं पहिलं सेशन मला तुझ्याबरोबर शूट करता आलं, याच्याबद्दल मी खरं तर खूप आनंदी आहे. आणि असंच अजून बरेच सेशन आपण एकत्र करू अशी अपेक्षा मी व्यक्त करतो. थँक्यू.
Sure, sir. Thank you. I am really honored that you have chosen me as the first one to start with this alumni session series. And for the people who think that they should opt for MBA, I wish you all a very best. If you need anything, do contact me. I will more than happy to help all the students of Vidya Pratishthan. Thank you, everyone.
Definitely. Sure. Thank you.